Hello, Internet. So, another update video on the garden tractor project. Show you what we got. As you can see, it's been moved around. It is not in the same location. It moved under its own power, which is nice. Got the seat off because we're going to have to be redoing that. I need to come in here and wire wheel this out. I don't think I'm going to weld up the pinholes or anything right now. I need to wire wheel it, get some paint on it, clean it up a bit. My wife's going to use some of the fabric she used to make seat cushions and stuff for that. It's an outdoor fabric. And we're going to cover, sorry, trying to go nice and slow. There's the foam. We're just going to recover the seat with new fabric. I got all the broken, nasty vinyl off. I've got to figure out what I need to do to kind of fix these splits in it. I'm letting it dry. It's damp, wet right through here. It's been holding water. I had it covered, but you know how it is. You got tarps, they don't always fully seal. Thinking about trying to use this. Now this came wrapped around the sleeve hitch assembly. And this is nice. This is like a, will it focus? Focus? I don't know. It won't focus. You got to take my word for it. It's like an 1/8 inch thick neoprene foam rubber. So I might try to put a layer or two of that down on the seat or wrap the seat with it or something like that before she covers it. So that could be pretty cool. I don't know. May not happen. So I got tires on it. And this one's going to be used primarily in, I'm falling over my kids' stuff, sorry. This one's going to be primarily used at the garden. So I put these tires on it in the back. They're not ag tires, but they're definitely, they have that V tread form that ag tires have. Right now it just has turf tires on the front. I do have a set picked out and just kind of waiting in a list that matches these. They're pretty much the same tread pattern. I can't remember off the top of my head if it is actually the same or if it's just very similar. So we'll see how these deal down in the garden, and we'll go from there. Engine runs. A few minor hiccups with it. Man, I just love That's all there is to it. So we were test running it, and at first I did not have the right amount of oil in it, and it was not happy about that. And then found a couple other issues here, there, and everywhere, and it ended up, my kid likes to take videos, and he helped put spark plugs and wires, and he put the spark plugs in it and put the wires back on. And the other day he was taking a video, and he had asked if he could take the wire off over here on this cylinder and show the spark plug that he had changed. And I'm like, yeah, sure, no problem. Didn't think to double check. Yet the wire wasn't on tight, so it was causing some issues. But you know, that's just kind of thing. You got little helpers. They get into stuff. Battery is mounted. It is just the handy dandy tarp strap. Did not have the cool fancy. These had a nice big overlay, like molded plastic piece. I didn't have that, so that's what it got. The orange one's got the same thing. Works well. Exhaust is fine. When it runs, you feel a lot of good. You feel a lot of good pressure coming out of that exhaust pipe, which is nice. It means it's catching most everything, but it doesn't fit very well. It's too dark. You can't see. It doesn't fit onto the muffler outlet very well. One day I'll change stuff. PTO, I think I wired up wrong somehow, or maybe because the PTO itself is not wired in and it's just dangling. But every time when you pull the switch, because I was just trying to check, if you pull the switch, it kills the engine. That's not a super big problem because nothing that we're running right now is going to require the PTO, so that's a bridge I can burn when I get to it. This doesn't seem to be a problem down there. It doesn't seem to be causing any issues with functionality. This one does, however, have an issue with the hydrostat. I don't know if I can adjust this plate to shift on the body or whatever, but it's almost like it doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't really want to go into neutral. It kind of hunts finding neutral. So that's a little, it wasn't bad. I got it figured out, but it is a little cumbersome, I guess. I also have the engine. It sounds like it's always running pretty high. Even when you throttle it down, it sounds like it's just all the RPMs just going. And I don't. I'm sure that's just an issue where maybe I have the governor over adjusted or something like that. I didn't change anything from how it was. I think I'm going to compare. I'll compare this engine setup to that one, as I like the RPM. I like the way it sounds between all the way low and high RPM. So I'll compare them and see. I'm sure it's probably just a linkage adjustment or something like that. And I think that's about it for this one. I'm trying to make 10 minutes go by. One positive though, I started going through this for the sleeve hitch stuff, and I'm gonna flip the camera back around. So a lot of the information I could find, like videos and different things with these universal sleeve hitches that fit, like I said, Universal fits all Craftsman, Husqvarna, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. Basically all the AYP tractors that are all the same platform. The big thing that I noticed is they really, even though they were universal and they were supposed to fit everything, they really only fit the flat back tractor series. So basically your mowers and your lawn tractors. And they didn't fit the stuff that had the slant back on it, which this one does. It's a slant back unit. The very first page of the actual installation instructions, after you go through and it's like check the parts list on the first page and da da da, it showed a picture of a flatback, and it said, if yours does not look like this, please skip to step, I don't know, 4, 6, whatever it was. And I flipped pages and found that particular step, and it shows a picture of a slant back. I'm not saying it's going to work without having fabrication interference, but it's always positive when you find information like that on these kind of things. So the tractor's running, it's operating. It's about ready to get moved down to the tractor barn to be used in the garden area. We found a nice pull-behind trailer. I don't really want to spend the money on it, but all metal, pretty big pull-behind trailer designed for garden tractors and small stuff. And it was like $200 at the Rural King, so I think I'm going to buy that. That'll be a good tractor for the gardening things. And one thing I thought was really nice about it, and a lot of guys get plastic ones if they're gonna just buy one. If I had an axle and extra tires, I'd build one, but I don't have the stuff to build it, and it would cost me about as much to get it. But this particular one is all metal construction. The rear tailgate slides in and out. I don't know. It's cool enough, I guess. But it's going to make it super easy to be able to take and maybe mount like tool clips or something like that, so she can grab the shovel and any of the tools that she's going to need down in the garden. We can keep everything in the tractor barn. She can grab them either if they're small enough or weight distrib. It's early. Weight distributed. Yeah. You can set them into the trailer properly so they don't fall out due to weight overhang and bouncing around. It'll be fine. If not, I'll get some tool clips and she'll be able to stick like the cultivator rakes and the garden rakes and the hose and all that other stuff, whatever the hell it is. I don't know. I'm not Captain Gardener. I don't know. I think I have finally run this out, almost 10 minutes. They say you really want at least a 10-minute video, so I try to do at least 10-minute videos. I don't like super long videos, but I try to do at least a 10-minute video. But it's just general update. Hopefully, in a week or two, this thing will be complete and done. I think the seat's going to be the big stopper because I got to do. I've never worked with foam and stuff like that. I mean, I've put seat like real seat covers, like recovering the foam seat in a car or a truck. I've done those, um, but I've never had to like work and repair the foam or anything like that. And I don't know what kind of time frame she's going to have to make the actual seat cover. So I will stop holding this as shaky cam and let everybody go. Everybody get out, have a good time, do something fun today. Bye.